The Air Force Memorial was dedicated October 14, 2006. Its spires rise 270 feet above Arlington National Cemetery. They symbolize flight and mimic the bomb burst maneuver of the Thunderbirds who saluted its dedication. Uncle Herbert left the hills of Arkansas for a better life in the Army.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
The day of infamy changed his fate. On December 7th, 1941, Uncle Herbert was on a troop ship, in the brig, stripped of his sergeant stripes and looking at a prison sentence back in the States. By 1945, he was looking at Germany through the gun sights of his P-47. The charges had gone away, and he had gone to Army flight school. But there wasn't much of a Luftwaffe left then. Uncle Herbert made strafing runs and once took out an anti-aircraft tower like this one. My dad was drafted in the Korean War. His first night in the Air Force was the first night he slept in a building that didn't have a dirt floor. He never saw Korea, but he said he saw too much of Guam. He was a mission controller for B-47s. They were the spearhead of MAD, that promised revenge if the Soviets ever attacked. And if the attack came, his job was to stay on the radio, getting thirsty stratojets to tankers until they got to their target. Well, his base became a Soviet target.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
My dad didn't live long enough to see the spires that honor his service. He did see this monument. I gave him this chunk of the Berlin Wall for Christmas in 1989, right after it had come down. It was one of only 2 times I ever saw him cry. He carried it around all day like a kid with a favorite teddy bear. And that night, he told me he'd given 4 years of his life to hold that little piece of broken concrete. Uncle Herbert and Buddy Neal never got a lot of medals, never got a parade, but they and millions of others finally got a memorial. It's a good thing. They were each part of ending evil on a global scale. And really that's how evil is ended, not by great men at the top, but ordinary men and women who put on a uniform or picked up a welding torch or plowed a field and through their united effort created a common greatness. And like the architect who designed this memorial, generals and politicians can envision victory. But like the workers who built these spires, it's the ranks of pilots and airmen first class who shape and craft those victories. The spires of the Air Force Memorial can only reach toward the heavens. They cannot touch that special place in heaven where our heroes have earned a rightful home.